Hello team, welcome to another ATP Geopolitics video with myself, Jonathan MS-Piz, Ukraine War breaking news update. Sort of breaking news, this happened the other day and I didn't report it. I've not kept it in my news pieces or put it in my news pieces because I thought, not sure it's relevant and I've got so much stuff to talk about. But I wanted to mention it initially because okay, what's happened? There have been two ships that have collided just off the Yorkshire coast, the northeast coast of the UK, and one of the ship basically broadsided the other one, or not broadside, it just went straight into the hull of the other one. And the one that was hit was carrying jet fuel for the American military. So that makes you think, oh, hey, hello, this is pretty dodgy. And the other, the one that hit it is a Portuguese ship, a Portuguese flagship that has some really harsh chemicals on board. And this caused some huge fires and whatnot that many of you might have seen. We saw initially footage like this, burning at sea for some time as that jet fuel caught alight. This is the tanker that hit it. So that was the one that actually rammed the vessel, I believe, not the Solong that took it in the side here. I will show you this, hopefully. Oh no, yeah. So here we have really burning up one of these vessels there. A lot of fire going on. This was all over the British news, has been, as you would expect, for a couple of days, but I haven't reported it. And it now turns out that the captain of the ship that rammed the Stena Immaculate, so the American ship is this Stena Immaculate, the captain of the ship that rammed it is Russian. So now you're starting to think, hang on, what is going on here? Is there something a bit more nefarious in this incident? And when you start looking at the trajectory of these ships, the routes of these ships, I mean, one was at anchor. So this ship was at anchor, and that's a ship that was anchor, and you can see it's been hammered in the side. So this is the jet fuel tanker that was rammed in the side by this Portuguese flagged vessel, or Portuguese owned vessel. And that it's just something that you don't expect to see, because this has happened out to sea, and the ship that was anchored should have been anchored for some time, and it was hit right in the middle there, and it should never have been hit. When you look at and I'm not sure whether this route shows you that something truly nefarious was going on, or that it was left on autopilot and just went wrong. So you've got the anchored ship, the Stena Immaculate here, and you have the Solong just absolutely leathering it. Well, not leathering it, it's obviously the seas were fairly calm, there was nothing untoward, there was a bit of fog, but really this shouldn't have happened. And the Solong just goes in a straight path and hits the American ship there. There seem to be a number of other ships maybe in the area too. So I don't know. Lots of conspiracy theories are being bandied about. Now, there's been a man arrested over the UK ship collision. He was the master of the Solong, and he is now thought to be Russian. 59-year-old arrested on suspicion of gross negligence and manslaughter on Tuesday after Monday's fiery collision about 12 miles off the East Yorkshire coast, which left one man presumed dead, so one man is missing from that. The vessel hit a US flagged tanker, Stena Immaculate, carrying jet fuel for the American military, anchored while waiting for space at a port in the Humber, having travelled from the Peloponnese region of Greece. Solong was sailing from Grangemouth up in Scotland to Rotterdam in the Netherlands at the speed of about 16 knots, 18 miles an hour, when it collided with the tanker. Both vessels caught fire after several explosions, and 36 crew were rescued, including Americans on board the Stena Immaculate and a Russian and Filipino nationals that made up the Solong's crew. Investigators have said nothing's being ruled out, but added there was nothing at this point to suggest there was Russian state involvement in the incident. But, I'm just going to report it. I don't know. I doubt that you're going to have something so overt as this being, a Russian state-controlled action. But who knows these days?
Aviation fuel.
So let's have a look at this little piece of Sky News.
Well, this footage taken from another ship that was at anchor show the Solong on the left colliding with the Stena Immaculate, an oil tanker carrying aviation fuel destined for the US Navy. Now, one crew member of the Solong is missing, presumed dead. The ship's captain, a 59-year-old, has been arrested on suspicion of gross negligence manslaughter.
There you go. Lots of footage that you can find variously online. That is pretty incredible footage of the destruction involved
in the North Sea off the coast of
with this collision. But my goodness, does make you wonder when the captain and other nationals on board the Solong, the ship that hammered into the side of the American vessel, were Russian or are Russian. So I don't know. Let me know what you think. I just thought I'd share that with you. Take care. Speak to you soon.